Hi there. This is a new idea I had, and it's to help me maximise my commute. So since I started my relatively new job, which isn't that new because I've been here 7 months, I've been having a lot longer commute, and I just wanted to make it worthwhile. I wanted to do more YouTube content, and I also wanted to make more of my commute. So what I want to talk to you about today was how to make your commute more beneficial. So there's a few things that I've done since I've been having this extended commute, and I think that whatever mode of transport you're on, you can achieve more than getting from A to B. So if you're cycling or running or walking, any of those things, you're obviously already kind of doing your exercise for the day, which is great. But another thing I would advise, whether you're on the train or a bus or in the car, podcast is one of the ways that I really try and optimize my time. So I listen to 3 main podcasts. I try to do it every week on the way to or from work. And I guess you could do this if you're walking or running as well. I wouldn't necessarily advise it so much if you're cycling, because that can be a bit dangerous. And if you're going to listen to podcasts in a car, make sure you've either got it on, you've got some kind of iPod adapter or something so you can play it, because you shouldn't be listening to your headphones in the car. Safety first. So the 3 main podcasts I listen to are Marketing Over Coffee, which is done by John Moore and Christopher Penn. They initially started by just talking about marketing issues over coffee in Dunkin' Donuts early in the morning, I believe in Boston. But now I think one of them's moved, so they do it over Google Hangouts, which is pretty cool and a pretty good use of Google Hangouts. And they are on the other side of the pond, so they're in America. And they talk about global issues, but they talk about some American ones. So when the Super Bowl was on, there was quite a big thing on that. But I didn't really understand the Super Bowl or the big deal about it, so it was quite interesting for me to see that perspective. I suppose we have sporting events that are equivalent to that in Europe, so all that kind of marketing is still relevant. And they talk about some tech issues. Apple features a lot. They talk about some of the events that they go to, and that's the first marketing podcast I think I found, and I thought it was great. I can't remember how I found it. I think I was just probably searching digital marketing. So I listened to that one, and that's definitely my favourite. And Christopher Penn has written on my blog, and that was cool. So another one that I listen to is Internet Marketing, which is done by Site Visibility and a guy called Calvin Newman, I think. And again, that's discussing a lot of internet marketing, digital marketing focused. There's more kind of UK based stories because they're based in the UK. And I really like the fact that you've got some British guys doing a really good podcast, really informative stuff. They talk a lot about software and tools, and they have guest speakers on too. And yeah, it's really worth checking out. They have some really good kind of beginner podcasts as well. So if you're beginning to use Facebook or beginning to use social media, there's some like the basics in there, and that's really helpful. And then thirdly, one that I found actually recommended by the guys at Marketing Over Coffee is the Beancast. Now, this was a bit longer. The other 2 are about 20 minutes, so they're kind of designed to be the perfect length for a commute. I remember Marketing Over Coffee said that the average commute was 17 to 25 minutes, I think. Well, mine's longer, but they try and create their podcast based on that rationale. So the last one is the Beancast, which is hosted by a guy called Bob North, and he's American, and he will get people from experts from all over the world on a kind of panel to discuss topical events. And that's really cool because you get lots of different perspectives, and they're not all American. You get like people from Europe and all over the place, and they have different people every week. One thing I would say is that it can be quite advertising heavy, but I find the advertising quite relevant. People that are on the panel do get an opportunity to kind of plug things they've got going on, so that might be a book or a website, but again, it's kind of relevant, so I don't really mind. They'll talk about websites and I'll be like, yeah, I kind of want to check that out. So they're the 3 podcasts I listen to. That's how I maximise my time on the way to work. This is another way of maximising my time on the way to work, and I hope you enjoy it. It's not going to be digital marketing every day.